Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. New knife project. So today's going to be this dagger, which I'm going to make a bit like a Fairbairn-sykes fighting knife. So the original design was to do a handle like that with a guard like that. So that is what the knife would look like. And that's pretty much what I'm going to stick to. I may not do the grooves in the handle though, maybe just a couple of lines instead of that. That would have been grooves all the way along. So the existing blade, which is a sort of rat-tail tanged one, should be alright. Be good enough for a decorative bit anyway, decorative knife with a skull crusher pommel. Piece of aluminium for the guard. That won't be that shape obviously. And the handle will be made out of, this is just a piece of a hardwood door. So that's the bit I've cut out, and then I'll turn that into a handle basically. And I may need a couple of washers. That's about it really. So this blade may need slight adjusting here and here, but I'll see when that comes to it. Blade don't really need touching. So the first thing I'll do now is start preparing this piece of aluminium for the guard. Right, to save me messing around, I'm actually going to leave that curve, cut this off here. See if I can bend this side to equal that, and then saves me having to mess around with that. We'll just have to do a hole in this bit, but yeah, look at that curve will adjusted slightly, we'll probably do it. So yeah, just cut that off now and start bending it. Keep that bit just in case I need it for later. Shape this corner. Let's have a look, see if that's about the same. Yeah, I think so. Just a bit straighten that. Right, bend it now, if you can see that. A little bit more I think, maybe might need to just adjust it slightly, but that'll do. Right, I'm going to have to make the hole here again, and I've still not got any drill bits, so I'm going to have to punch it out again like I did last time. You know, it's not too bad, it takes a bit of hard work, but yeah, I shall have to punch the hole through this time again. So all I need to do now is cut out the edge bits so that it'll fit right over the bit there, and then I can start finishing this off and start shaping the handle. Right, I'll use a screwdriver to whack down there to make the little slit. Don't know if this screwdriver is any good for this, but some are better than others. The handles are stronger. Right, I've changed my mind about that guard with the bits coming up. I'm going to just shape it like a Fairbairn-sykes one now. So it'll be the corners cut off and rounded over, but a more tapered effect than it was. Right, so I'm going to do the handle now. Now this was a piece of scrap wood that was off of a hardwood door actually. It was a lot bigger than this, but what I've done, I didn't film myself doing this, because I did it at a different time, because I wanted to make sure the wood was right. It was a rectangle. I literally just cut it and then planed it, kept planing off the edges till I got this, it's not a hexagon, but however many sides that would be, shape. So from this I can make this round by just shaving more off, and I'll start to shape it. I'm going to attempt to make a sort of tapered handle without using a lathe. So we'll see how it comes out. First thing I'm going to do now though is drill the hole through the handle, because if that messes up I'll have to redo it. It's better off doing that first, so if it does mess up I can just cut another piece. If I shape this all and then I mess that hole up, the whole thing's got to go and all that time's wasted. So I'll attempt to drill by hand straight through that for the tang of the knife. I may have to go through halfway and then halfway, so we'll see how that goes. Right, let's have a little test, see if it's alright. That'll do. It's going through, so that's all I needed really. That will do it. Yeah, that's good enough. So to get the shape I've got now, I pretty much went over it with a plane to get this shape. So I'm going to make this even smaller now, so I'll just show you what I did. So it is literally just shaving off one face, turn it round to the opposite one, and then do that. Right, now go to 90 degrees of that one. Now you can see the handle's a lot smaller, so you can just keep working your way round, gradually shaping the handle to the sort of thickness you want. And, you know, you see how big that was, about that much bigger a second ago. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, then I'm going to start shaping it. Right, I'm going to use one of these old spoke shaves again to taper in this top, so we get sort of bulge here. This will be a longer taper and this will be quite a sharper taper, so I'll literally just be shaving bits off till it becomes the shape I want it. So it's getting quite a nice little tapered shape, just needs a little bit of refining now, which I may do that on the belt grinder. And then I'm going to cut some, not 100% sure where, but I wouldn't mind putting some grooves into this. The design was originally to do grooves all the way along, but I don't know if I fancy doing that. But I may put maybe a line of 3 in the middle, say. We'll see in a minute. So I'll just finish this off. Right, probably just going to sand it by hand for now. Right, so this is the guard I'm going to have now. I didn't really like that other guard. So the handle's pretty much getting there. May taper this back bit in a little bit even more than it is. Probably leave the top. Taper that in more. And then I'm going to have a washer on the bottom, a round washer. And possibly between the washer and the wood I might put some kind of plastic, just a colour in there, maybe a bit of red if I've got it, or whatever. Could put a bit up there as well if I want to. And then I'll just have to shape this side so that it is equal with the guard. And then that's pretty much it. So the next things you'll see me doing are probably doing the plastic bit and shaping this bottom bit. Right, so this is where I am now. Handle is on, guard's on. piece of black material there, which is Kydex, aluminium at the bottom, the skull crusher pommel at the end, which I may change at a later date, but I can't yet. So all I need to do now is put this on the belt grinder to shape the last bit of the handle, and then I probably won't do the grooves now, but I'm not sure. I'll see. I could always add those at a later date anyway. Yeah, let's finish off this bottom bit, and it's pretty much done, and I just need to finish the handle. Right, handle's pretty much done now. Much as I can do for now. The only thing I want to change at a later date is the nut, the skull crusher nut there, because it's slightly bent. I never noticed that before. Maybe it didn't show up when it was on this before, but as this configuration, it looks like it sticks to one side. But I can live with that for now. I can make another one of those at a later date. I'm going to get a tap and die set soon, so I can do a better one. I could do a bigger, thicker one. So, but now, for now, I'm going to finish off the handle. So I'm going to do a dark oak stain on this. I don't know what this wood is. It's definitely some kind of hardwood, and it's a dark wood as well, quite a reddy coloured wood. I can't actually remember what it was now. Right, that's it there, finished pretty much now, so I'll just let this dry, maybe do another coat, and then that's the end. I'll show you it finished. Yeah, that one, I'll be honest with you, only took about 3 or 4 hours to do. Most of it was shaping the handle and then redoing bits like the guard and that, but yeah, doesn't take long. Could be done better if you wanted to, but it's just an example of stuff you can do with minimum tools and not much time. 2 or 3 hours you can put a handle on a knife like this and it'd be totally usable. So right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out the pictures. See you later. Before you leave, if you ever wanted to support this channel, you can now via Patreon or by shopping at Amazon.com and GearBest. There's more info below if you need that. Remember, if you want to get full notifications for this channel, click the bell, and I'll see you later. Cheers.